The art of controlling emotions with Stoicism. Welcome to our channel, where we explore transformative ideas for your life. Today, we're diving into a topic that can profoundly change the way you handle daily challenges: how to control your emotions through Stoicism. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to help this project grow. We're just starting this journey on YouTube, and your support makes all the difference. How often have you found yourself overwhelmed by emotions like anger, anxiety, or frustration? Maybe in seemingly simple situations, like a negative comment, or in more serious moments, such as a family or professional crisis. Emotions have the power to guide us or steer us off course, and this is where Stoicism comes in as a practical tool to help us navigate these challenges. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece and further developed in Rome, offers timeless teachings for dealing with life's turbulence. Philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius left us a legacy of wisdom that remains relevant today. And one of its main lessons is this: you don't have to be a slave to your emotions. Stoicism isn't about suppressing feelings or becoming insensitive. Quite the opposite. It teaches us to acknowledge our emotions, understand their origins, and channel them in productive ways. Let's explore some Stoic principles that can transform your relationship with your emotions and, consequently, your life. The first major pillar of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, a central concept in Epictetus' teachings. It reminds us that there are things we can control and things we cannot. It sounds obvious, but it's something we often overlook. When you understand that you can't control other people's opinions, traffic, or the weather, but you can control your reactions, you start redirecting your energy toward what truly matters: your actions and choices. Imagine someone unfairly criticizing you. The natural tendency might be to react with anger or resentment. But the Stoic perspective invites us to reflect. Does this criticism really reflect who you are, or does it say more about the person who made it? By accepting that others' behavior is beyond your control, you free yourself from the need to react emotionally. Another powerful aspect of Stoicism is anticipating problems, or premeditatio malorum. Seneca and Marcus Aurelius suggested reflecting on potential challenges of the day before they happen. It's not about being pessimistic, but preparing emotionally to face difficulties. For example, before leaving home, you might imagine how you'd handle heavy traffic or an impatient coworker. This mental exercise builds resilience, making you less prone to emotional disturbances. And what about the power of perspective? Marcus Aurelius wrote that life is what you make of it. Often, our emotional pain doesn't come from the event itself, but from the story we tell ourselves about it. If something goes wrong, you can see it as an irreparable failure or as an opportunity to learn. This shift in narrative can turn even the hardest moments into valuable experiences. To apply this in daily life, the Stoics suggest using reason to evaluate our emotions. When you feel anxious, for example, ask yourself, is this worry grounded in reality? Can I do something to change the situation? Often, simple rational analysis diminishes the intensity of the emotion. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us to value the present moment. How often do you worry about what might happen or dwell on the past? These emotional distractions pull us away from what truly matters: the now. Marcus Aurelius said, "Focus on what is in front of you, on what can be done or said with justice and clarity." When you fully live in the present, emotions lose much of their power over you. Another fundamental principle is impermanence. Everything in life, joys, sorrows, achievements, losses, is temporary. When you understand that nothing lasts forever, you learn to face life's highs and lows with more balance. The anger you feel today won't be as intense tomorrow. The sadness that seems overwhelming now will fade over time. This realization gives us calmness to weather emotional storms. Daily practice is also essential. The Stoics were strong advocates of reflective routines. Start your day by asking yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? How can I act virtuously in the face of challenges? And end your day reviewing your actions. Was I wise in my choices? Did I respond with patience and courage? This continuous self-assessment strengthens your ability to control emotions and act consciously. Beyond the core principles already discussed, it's crucial to note that Stoicism also teaches us the value of community in our emotional journey. While self-control is a personal goal, Stoic philosophy acknowledges that we are social beings, part of a larger network. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that everything in the universe is interconnected and that we should strive to live harmoniously with others. This brings us to reflect on how our interactions affect our emotional state. Often, relationships with others can be the source of challenging emotions, misunderstandings, criticism, unmet expectations. Yet, Stoicism teaches us to see these interactions as practice opportunities. Every difficult moment can be a training ground for patience, empathy, and compassion. For example, imagine feeling irritated with someone who repeatedly fails to keep their promises. Instead of succumbing to anger, Stoicism invites us to remember that everyone has their limitations and that expecting perfection from others is often unrealistic. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but approaching situations with balance and mental clarity. Another powerful Stoic principle is amor fati, or love of fate. This principle encourages us to embrace everything life brings us, the good and the bad, as part of a larger plan that contributes to our growth. Instead of resisting what we can't change, we can learn to accept and even love these experiences. Practicing amor fati isn't easy, especially in moments of pain or loss. However, when we manage to adopt it, we discover that even the most challenging situations can contain seeds of learning and transformation. Lastly, remember that Stoicism is not a philosophy confined to theory. It demands daily practice. You can adopt small routines, such as journaling to reflect on your emotions and reactions. Ask yourself, did I act today in a way that honors my values? Which emotions dominated my day? How can I improve tomorrow? This habit of self-assessment is one of the most powerful exercises to strengthen your mind and develop emotional control. The more you exercise your ability to observe your emotions without being dominated by them, the closer you'll be to achieving the serenity Stoics cherished. If you've made it this far, it's a sign that you're committed to your growth. The next step is to start applying these ideas in your routine. Choose one Stoic principle to practice today, whether it's the dichotomy of control, anticipating problems, or living in the present. And remember, we're here to grow together. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this content with someone who might benefit from this message. This way, we can continue spreading ideas that transform lives. Thank you for being with us, and see you in the next video.